Hey everybody, it's APH. Welcome back to the town of Lost Hope in Kingdoms Reborn. So in the last episode, we went ahead and got our medicine makers down, set up for the future for making vodka, and in between episodes, I went ahead and get our blacksmith and our iron smelter down and got them built. Now in this episode, we do need to expand down to the south. I had a look at the map and it looks like the river down there is closer so that we can get bricks. Because that's going to actually let us move into the future so we're not buying them. Because looking, this section of river is a lot closer than this section of river up here. I don't know if it's a good decision because I want to move up towards the gems up to the north, but I think, at least I'm assuming this is the north, this is the future. I think that going down first, getting into this river, it will at least give us pottery. It will give us glass, and it will give us paper. If we push far enough down, we can get cannabis, which is another tier 1 luxury, and it's free because it's done through the farm. But I think that's enough waffles, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and unpause it, speed it up to 3. Now, between episodes, I was thinking, playing at speed 4, I missed a lot of things. Like, I like to go through the cards and actually take a look at them. Can't buy anything, I need to sell some food. Want to let this get up to 4,000 before I do it, but there's nothing on this screen that I want. But if I run at speed 3, I can let things go in the background and not pause it. So things get built while I kind of waffle. So let's go ahead and pass on this. We're going to want the fruit gatherers. We do have a little bit of money, so let's go ahead and grab those. We need the charcoal, but not quite yet. Talking about charcoal, let's go ahead and cancel that out. Let's get 1 charcoal maker per area that is prioritized, just so they get enough coal to go through the year. Now, we're up to 4,000 food. Let's go ahead and sell those. Check our coal makers. This is what I thought. Some of them haven't been upgraded. So if you hold shift, it will actually upgrade all, which is good. That only was 1. That was 2. So we had 2 coal makers that weren't upgraded. You can also use the tab to kind of circulate through things, just to take a look around. We have an the trade company I think of as an auto trader going. And we need to fix this area. I don't like the way it looks because it doesn't match these houses. I want to keep this theme going, and we have a road that's off kilter here, and we've got a road that's off kilter here. So let's grab this province first. Let's move this guy over here so that when it's built, we can move this guy over there. And if we can, we'll actually look for another beer brewer in the card. Speaking about that, let's get those. All right, nothing in here. And nothing, we can get another trade company. Do we get that? No, we'll pass on it for now. We'll roll the free. We'll take the wild cards. Another furniture workshop. That would be good because we're not producing enough. Let's pass on it for now. Let's delete this guy out and start him moved over. Let's go ahead and close off our trees. Get our road down. And let's get this beer producer. We want it that same distance away, so we'll just kind of, yep, eyeball it. Right there looks good. Just put him in backwards. I want him facing towards the middle. Ooh, I'm missing some shrubs in here. Kind of like a dog chasing a squirrel, like squirrel. So let's turn this around before our guys start. Yeah, back over here. I think it was right there. Get our road down. Replace our missing shrubs. Oh, that drives me nuts. We need a queue where we can, drag it over the whole entire area. I know they've got queues because we can actually do that with other things. If you go into the gather, you can actually select a whole area. So I know they've got the function in the game. I just need to see it for some other things. Now, down into this territory. Let's take a look. If we go here, all right. If we go in this route, we would hit this river. If we go in this route, we would hit this river. Both are tempting. We got cotton here, grapes here, coffee over to the side. I do enjoy a good cup of coffee. let's start here and kind of focus our way down. So let's grab our forest, more forest. Yeah, I think most of these are going to be forest province. How much money do I have? Got enough to buy these 2 more. Unlocked bricks because we hit water. We do have some people. All right, let's go ahead and let them join. Sustainability or productivity? I think we're going to take productivity for... Well, let's grab motivation because our happiness is going up. So it's for every point above 60, we get 1%. And we're going to hit 80 soon, and that will move our motivation actually better than our productivity. So let's go ahead and get him dropped into place. Gonna drop him in the iron, or in the blacksmith. I want to say the ironwork, but it's the blacksmith. Moves us up to, what does that do? It gives us 2 extra tools. Do we buy the paper and the bricks to kind of get this going? Let's go ahead and buy 100 bricks, 40 paper. We'll buy some stone. Talking of stone, I see some over here. Let's get that queued up. Now, we've got a lot of people in here. Let's build a couple more houses. So they should start. And let's do stone. What do we want? Well, let's get our brick first. So we want 100 of that. Paper next. Want 40, just enough to get that upgraded. And the rest can be stone. Oh man, that's gonna empty us right down. We're gonna need another sell food really quick here. We got 3 cards, let's see what's in there. Not ready for pottery yet. We're not quite to the river. So we don't need the clay or the potter. We're not to the river, so we don't need the paper book. Paper book would be huge because we wouldn't have to actually buy what we're looking for. Take our wild cards. And we don't have money for anything, so let's go ahead and pass on this route. Ah, another self-food, so we'll take that. We'll take our wild card. Now we have 6,000 food. So 3,000 would give us about 15 grand, so let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, yep, sell that. I thought that was a message to get people. Most of the times when I get pop-ups, it's we're happy enough that we're starting to attract some people from our surrounding cities, which is okay, as long as we have housing. And that's what this is going to take care of. Because I think to supply our iron mine, our blacksmith, and our iron smelter, we need about 11 people, taking into accommodation that about 1/3 of our population is children. Probably need about 20 extra people, so 3 houses won't be quite enough. Looking at this area, we need 20 fruit gatherers, plus the 2 people in coal, and, well, 4 people in coal, plus the 4 people that will be in vodka when we get it going. Need about 20 people here plus kids. So 5 houses is 25. Let's get 1 more house over here. This area I think is pretty set. Let's go ahead and check our card real quick. The beer brewery. Alright, so let's go grab the beer brewery. And let's get it queued up over here. Now, are we in a position? We're still missing stone, so we need our trader to come back and give us more stone. Let's get more stone. Yeah, as soon as that stone came in, we just eviscerated it. So let's go ahead and get a run of stones. We're still okay on tools, so we don't need that. We want this trade company to get up to actually take care of the tools. Now, how are we doing for laborers? Coming up on 110 people. Let's go ahead and bump this up to 13. Just to keep things moving real good. And let's look back to that area down in the south. Let's go ahead and claim this province. We got cotton seeds, which is good. So with cotton seeds, we can move our tailors, which aren't up and going yet because they need a lot of things we don't have. too expensive to actually fast build them. We can get cotton to actually move that way, and we can produce a lot of cotton very quick with a few farms. That probably also means that this area is very fertile. Yeah, look at all that fertility. So we might match, as we're putting down our clay and our paper, we might match putting some farms. Thankfully, this area is not very fertile, so this is probably a good area to build. All right. So we're getting into jungle. And we don't have a ton of medicine. We are producing more than we're using, which is good. Ooh, we are producing more than we're using. Okay. So, we're not going to need medical herbs anymore, which means we can switch our farms over. Let's do that. Let's buy this province. We'll take the fact that it's, jungle, which makes it a little bit more difficult. And let's switch these medical herbs over to potatoes. We're going to need the potatoes when we get our vodka up and going. So that's kind of a good thing. We're still in need of stone to get some production going. Ooh, our trade company's almost done. Let's go ahead and boost that. Now it looks like they're building, even though they're not set to that. That means that we probably have a production somewhere. Ooh, vodka's about to get going. So they were probably lacking something for vodkas, and because they were lacking it, probably iron, they prioritized. Now, vodka's done. To upgrade both of them, we need quite a few stones. Cheaper to do the team, which will give us a 15% bonus. That's pretty good. We got 150. What are we getting it from? Oh, so we have the Master Brewer card, and we have Alcohol Appreciation, plus we have the 5% from having two of them. So right off the bat, we're starting with a 50% bonus. Okay. So with 100 stones, 116 stones, we can get the crew. Give us another 15%, and as we go over, as we get two more, we'll upgrade it to a 30%. That's pretty good. With roughly 300 stones, we'll consume less potatoes. Not too worried about that yet. And for a little over 300, about 350, we can upgrade both of them to be 30% more productive. So, probably prioritize getting the vodka down. Then we'll come back and upgrade the actual fermentation process. Last, we'll do the actual, improved fermentation. So let's go ahead and upgrade both of these. Oh, it only upgraded one. Did I run out of stones? I did. When I get a little bit more population and can sustain having our quarry up and going all the time, make me happy. We have the money. Let's go ahead and nab our next stone yard. So another 300. Check and see if we can get another buy food. We're close on our food counts. We're gonna have to wash that. I think we moved some of our people off of gathering in order to prioritize getting tools. Might be a bad decision. We might have to watch that. All right, nothing in here. We'll take our wild card. Another wild card. We will want more fruit gatherers as we move down there, so we'll go ahead and nab that. Nothing good in here. We'll want the market, but I think we're just going to go ahead and pass on it for now. We'll take the free roll, take the wild card. All right. These guys, we do want to set them up for orange cider. And how are we doing on population? We're at 103 of 110. We need the population, so let's get an immigration office. Wanted to type in integration instead of immigration. Now, is this one active? This is not. So let's go ahead and set him up to be active. Let's fast build this one, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and set him up because the first two people they bring in will just, counter the fact that we just used them. Now, I wasn't going to upgrade these, but I got to thinking about it. If we upgrade them both, they're going to bring in extra people, which is good. We do have our happiness above 75, so we'll make it worthwhile. And its money has been okay. So this area seems like it's pretty good for the moment. We'll let this build up, which will probably take a few minutes. Then we're going to move our furniture production where this was. So we'll remove the road, we'll move our furniture production down, then we'll figure out what to put up here. So let's take a look over here. See if I can fix my screen. There we go. Rotate it. We haven't got our stone yet, but we are producing tools, so we're doing better there. Now we've banked up a bunch of tech points, so let's see what's in the tree. We could grab a couple motivation cards, which would be good, because we can immediately drop them into our blacksmith, possibly buy another blacksmith. So let's grab those. We could actually drop them in our beer production as well. So that might be something down the road to look at. See if we can get our production facilities just immaculate in how productive they are. Trade company makes it so that our trade relations makes it so our trade company just has less fees. So that might be a thing. Heating technology. So if we cap out our coal, our coal yards can actually work on something else. Yeah, let's start spending some points in heating. And then we'll come back and get farming. We do need wheat at some point in time because I want to move out of using fruit for beer. Now I think we're going to keep on heating technology for a little bit. Get this up maybe 4 or 5 because it's going to get pretty expensive pretty quick. All right, where are we at? Let's go ahead and close that. Marking all of the things that we got, let's go ahead and drop our next motivation in here. Guess that's up to 14. Now, we are over our housing cap. Let's go ahead and grab this one. We'll quick build it because it's fairly cheap. Yeah, we'll go ahead and quick build all of these. I want to get to a point where we can actually do these upgrades because, let's see what it actually looks like fully upgraded. 250, 310. Okay. So as we get brick and as we get our quarries up and going, that will help. Because I want to get to where we're not producing as much coal so that we can move our labor somewhere else. The other thing that we might look at is, as we get into the Enlightened Age, we'll actually be able to upgrade that with coal. I think we upgraded it with brick already. So we're in okay shape there. Wood is phenomenal, so if we have to, we'll switch over from coal to wood. But I want to keep coal because of how much more productive it is and how cheap it is. Whew. Our trade company did finish, so let's go ahead and import tools. Take our caps lock off because I permanently hit it. Steel tools. Let's set it to 100. That way it actually maintains where if we drop down, we'll get them. But if our blacksmith isn't keeping up, he'll get them. But it looks like we've produced 103 and we've only consumed 140. So we're very close to having enough production. We don't need to upgrade those yet. Now, we have food going into the season. Let's check our cards. We've got our wild card. Another wild card. A sell food. That's what we've been waiting for. Our food is lacking a little bit, so we're going to hold out on using it. Another trade company still might be useful. I'm still thinking about that. Let's go ahead and roll it. And nothing useful in there. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. Now, are we in a position where we have... So do we spend the money to go ahead and build these? Well, all right. So it looks like they just switched over to where they're going to actually start building these. We don't have anything in furniture production. That's weird. So we don't have anybody working there, but yet we have... I just saw the tick that furniture was created. And it might have something to do with that the production limit is so low. So let's go ahead and up that a little bit. Let's check our beer. Yep, it's pretty low too. Let's get it up to 200. Keep those going. Because we're losing our houses because things are downgrading. Let's check our... Oh, we just lost somebody to the cold. early spring, so we're just about to actually switch over. So we might make it into the spring. Still negative. So I think until we're about +5, I think we're in the rough. Immigration offices will bring in more. I need houses. Let's check our job priority. So we need another 20 houses for the next fruit gatherers in order to keep all of everything going, and then we're gonna have to move back into coal. All right, so where do we place these houses? So it looks like this area. So if you check the edge of the house, it tells you where everybody's working. It looks like these guys are all laborers. Check this area. So that's okay. Speaking of okay, I don't think we need these 2 foresters anymore. So let's go ahead and demo them. We'll get rid of the cards just to keep an extra space there. That'll push another couple people into our actual, into our work sites. Now, none of these are filled, so we need more people over here. So let's go ahead and get a couple houses over here. Now, that would be an extra 10 people once they upgrade. That'd get us enough for this round. Let's check over here. These aren't working. Let's see where our people are. It looks like they're all focused in this area. We just need more people. Now that one's empty, but that's fine. So let's get one more house over here. Because as this house fills in, it will fill these. But let's get one more just to get these up and going. I think our laborers are good for the moment. We do... Yep, our builders are okay. That should get us enough people to hopefully fill out all of our fruit gatherers before we move down to the south. Because it looks like food's on the edge. So as long as we're keeping our food high enough that we're not starving, we're okay. But we need to recover that so we can start selling it again. Let's grab the next sell food. Let's get our wild card. Another wild card. So the beekeeper in the chandelier, the candle maker, will be pretty big. Because we've got all these fruit trees. This is going to make that uber productive. But until we get all of our houses upgraded, we don't need it. Grab our next fruit gather. Do we want anything else from here? I don't think so. Now I want money in order to actually expand, so I need some things to actually happen. Ooh, these guys are finished. So that's good. Let's pick up, well, we have the stone. I think we actually meant to spend that somewhere. I think we meant to spend that in the vodka distillery. So we'll go ahead and upgrade. Do we have enough for this? We do not. Let's wait on that. Let's upgrade these 2 all the way. If we have enough stone. Glass isn't as big of an issue, but we have the stone, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's clear the messages out. Do we have enough bricks? We do. Did I buy those bricks for something specific? I feel like I bought those bricks for something and I'm forgetting about it. Oh, we bought the bricks so we could upgrade this. So we're at 14 tools now. Brings it up to 18. That might make it enough that we actually hit where we're producing as much as we're using. Let's see what the paper gives us. We don't have a whole lot of level 4 buildings in town yet, but this whole town will be level 4 at some point in time. So we're at 160. Why do we have... Oh, motivation. All right. I say, why did we have an odd percent there? Let's get the paper. Didn't do anything, so we don't have any level 4 houses. We have 2. Should have brought it up a little bit then, but it didn't. All right. So we need to get beer producing, and we need to get furniture back producing. We got this in place, so that should hopefully take care of that problem. We've got people, and it looks like not all of them are going as kids. Because we have that problem where we'll, as we build, we'll actually get more kids than we'll get people. Ooh, what do we have here? We're missing a shrub. Let's get those in. And we have... Oh, we can actually quick build our roads. That's interesting. I don't have the money to do it. Food is going back up, so let's go ahead and sell half of it. Keep our money nice and strong. Man, I'm liking that we're not buying tools. That's just the biggest money sink in the game. Allows us to buy other things. So we could actually buy some of the things we're missing. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Yeah, it looks like the rest of these are good. I think I've fixed them, but kind of get leery when I see sections. What are we going to do with all of these herbs? Because we got 700 and we're not using them now that we've got the medicine maker. Let's go ahead and trade them off. It'll clear up some of the storage so we can keep other things moving. Ooh, we've got some homeless. All right, let's go ahead and deselect these for a minute. Where are we at? All of our fruit gatherers are producing now. We're into coal. Now, because we're into coal, we're going to get... So I think 3 people are above and beyond what we were using. I think we're in an okay shape that we're going to have enough coal to go into the winter. That would explain why our food is leveling now that we're actually... all of our people are filled. So, got some money. We've got our coal. I don't want to build any higher than this line because I want to use... Because you can see all the oranges on the trees, which means these guys aren't getting all the oranges. So I want to build in this area right here so we get the river and we get the fruit gatherers can come up here. Let's grab our cards while I kind of think about this. We will need a market, we will need a library, but we're kind of out of room down here. So let's go ahead and pass that. We'll take the fruit gatherer, we'll take the granary. That will probably be the end of our cards until we get some. Other than, well, take the wild card. I love having that stack of wild cards. And once we get into paper, we can make a scholar and we can just let them build wild cards. That's the best thing. Let's grab these next 2. We finished our tech and actually forgot to queue something else up. Now, we were going into heating technology. I think we're going to go ahead and push that. Had enough bank that we can actually push another one. All right. No, close. And let's get a road down here. That's good. I see kind of the area that I think is the fertile area. So let's go ahead and open up that overlay. Okay, got a big patch here. I want that to be farms. We use this for bricks. Let's put the bottom of our houses right on that edge. Now, do we want storage between our well, we could put some storage over here. Will give us tons of area. If we keep our... Because you can see our layer where our foresters have done their work. If we keep the edge of our forester... Let's go ahead and pause for a second. Oh, let's turn off our trees. If we keep the edge of our foresters kind of... Or our fruit gatherers kind of right here. Well, we can unpause now that the overlay's off. Turn off fertility. We don't need that. If we keep our fruit gatherers, rotate it. Yeah, let's do a fruit gatherer there. Too far from houses. We'll take care of that. Let's get our hunter. That is not a hunter. Let's try that again. Let's get him. We're here. We're going to follow that same pattern we do. Wait for him to pop back up. Let's get our granary across the road. Let's get just a temporary storage. We're going to put it in that 4x6. Yep, just like that. Let's get our last fruit gatherer down. That will be the basis. Let's deselect. We'll manage this. We won't allow food here. Allow all, not food. We'll quick build it just to kind of give our people somewhere to work. Now we can start our houses and work that way. So, we have 2 houses. Oh, that appeal in this area is just amazing. So 4 houses should be enough to actually get this going. Do we put another fruit gatherer in this area over here? No, I think we're going to go ahead and wait. Check our cards. Grab our next wild card. We don't want immigrants yet. We don't have enough actual housing to supply it. Let's go ahead and re-roll it. We'll take our wild card. We will want more coal, but we have our wild card, so let's go ahead and pass on it for now. Let's try to keep these empty. Oh, we've got our first level 5 house. Now, I think in the upgrade tree, or in the tech tree, oh, we only require level 4 to get to the Enlightened Age. All right. We need 1 more to get the Candle Maker. Only requires 30 level 2 houses. The Candle Maker will be, it produces food because it produces honey. Well, the beekeeper produces wax and honey. And then the Candle Maker makes the actual wax into something usable. So we could have the keeper going year round. Have the Candle Maker like the rest, where it only goes in the winter. It would get us that next luxury. The luxury will keep our gold up and going, so that might be good. We need to get the archive, but that's more of a saving up some of our cards. So with the archive, you can place it down and you can use it for storing cards. So things like our statistic bureau, which has been sitting on our hotbar since the start of the game, we can place it somewhere. Ooh. Let's be squirrely and put back on our overlay. Now, do we want a house down here just to allow these two, our people who are building to have somewhere to live? It's nice and cheap. The advantage of it is it's a right away we have somewhere to live. The disadvantage is our laborers won't come down here and actually clear out those trees. We have tons of wood. We're almost at our housing cap, so let's go ahead and build 2 of these. It will get people moved down, and they'll start working this. Let's go ahead and, since it's cleared out and everything's here, let's go ahead and quick build our granary. That will give this the immediate buff. I think this is plenty wide. I don't think we need to get this any wider. Kind of curious why this doesn't, unless this is considered desert tile. And because it's considered, well, it says grassland. But because of that, it doesn't actually grow forest. So let's see. Yeah, so it looks like it has to be considered forest in order to produce. And all this area is grassland. So we might want to, oh, that's considered desert. This, that looks like desert, considered grassland. This, that looks like grassland, considered desert. Okay. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but who am I to contradict that? We have a lot of stone in this area. Now, as we get this area up and going, we might actually, we should collect the stone. That way we're not buying more. So let's go ahead and turn off our tree overlay. Wow, look at all that stone. Oh, we have more over here. I don't know that we want to collect that all at once, but we're going to want all of that at some point in time. So let's go ahead and grab all of this round. That should fill up our storage. We might actually have to move that around a little bit. So I don't know that we're going to have enough storage in this area for all that. Let's go ahead and turn back off that overlay. So I think we're in a good spot to end this episode, and kind of, in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and let this town finish building, get a market, and maybe plop down our first water tile there. Get probably our clay yard down so we can get our bricks works up and going. I'd like to thank you guys for joining. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment and feedback. I'd love to hear from you guys. helps me grow my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.